Alright. Let's play some Global Game Jam games. Alright, I'm gonna mute my microphone because I will probably be quite distracting as I'm commenting about these games. Alright. Die My Roots Hex. The first game I will be playing. So let's read the instructions. Use your keyboard to enter the exact hex color that the customer desires and even earn some bucks. So I don't know hex. I did watch Kanan play this, and so I learned a little bit about it, but we'll see what we can do. Going to Miss Kelly completely changed my life. It was always my dream to be in the beauty industry, but it was not considered a real career to some people in my life. Even though I was very hesitant at first to sign up after coming here for through a walkthrough and meeting Miss Kelly. Samantha K. I'm wondering if this is based on the creator's did the creator work in the beauty industry or something? I don't know. Let's do Today we're gonna get rid of some roots. Love the wavy text. The text could be a little bit bigger if I was sitting. I was thinking about playing this from my couch. I probably could not read that if I was sitting from my couch. Oh dang, I didn't mean to skip through that. I missed the wonderful Animal Crossing sounds. You need to guess the hexadecimal value of a desired color. Just type the hex string in the field and press enter to dye the hair. Hope everything's clear. Are you ready? Okay. So this is a green, so it's red, red, green, green, blue, blue, and this F through. So let's try. I think so. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 should give us black, right? Or let's try F, 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 F. So it'd be nice if it. Actually, let me check something. Is what I'm putting in here? Hold on. Let's try F, 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 F again. So F, 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 F is white. It looks like, right? So F, 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 A, A, B, B is pink. So F is 0. Actually, let's. X, okay. It goes 0. And these change the middle values. Okay, so number to F. So why can't we do 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0? We can. It didn't let us though in the actual game. Zero zero. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Don't know why it's not, so let's try A, 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 A. BB, BB, BB. CC, CC, CC. These are just different. Okay, so it seems like the numbers have to do with. Okay. So this is a blue. So we want maybe like maybe CC. We'll try CC FF00. Okay, let's try 00 FF00. 0.6. So like, let's try 99 FF00. That's a green, okay. So 99 FF00. So 00 FF99. 00. Sorry, 9900 FF. Oh, it shows me before I. Okay, so this circle shows me what I'm at. I see. Okay, so we want something more red. Let's try 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4. Let's try 6 6. Actually, let's try 5 5 series. Okay. Wish I had a little more time to figure it out, but if I was someone familiar with this kind of stuff, it might be a lot easier. Alright, so a little blue, a little red, I think. 5 5 0 0 5 5. Pretty good. Okay. So more red, less blue, so like 2 2 0 0 7 7. Maybe like 0 0 1 1 6 6. So it's yellowish. We want green. Sorry. Green was what? 0 0 FF. Okay. We want 1 1 9 9 and then maybe a little more red. So 4 4. 2. Not bad. Okay, I'm getting it. So I think a good way to teach someone who's new at this, so right now I think this would be a cool tool for like people who know their hex colors and they want to like dick measure a little bit with each other. Like, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Like, they want to challenge each other. They want to be like, I can do this better than you, right? And then maybe you do a 2-player thing where you're like to head, like back and forth, like one person types in then the other, one person types in then the other, or you do a thing where it's like whoever gets it fastest. So they both typing at the same time. If you could do a multiplayer game, that would be really cool. But if you wanted to teach people text colors, I think you would break this text field into 3 text fields and have it be a slider that you're just moving up and down and it fills in the values for you. Maybe that's like the training mode. Anyway, let's do a couple more here. Very charming game. Love the pixel art. The pixel art is a huge, like, bonus here. It'd be kind of nice too if the person had different hairstyles. Just a nice, like every time it switched up, that would be a nice, just sort of aesthetic thing. All right, so little green, 5 5 0 0 5 5 0 0. I think that's close-ish. Maybe like 4 4 here. 6 6. That's pretty close. Not clear if I got points there. So blue. So 0 0 0 0 2 2. So red. I want more red in this one, so let's try 7, 7. Maybe like a little bit of green. 3, 3, 3, 3. Try 6, 6. Dang. RGB. Red, green, blue. So 0, 0, 4, 4, 9, 9. Nice, okay. So this one I know is going to be like a lot of zeros, right? So I'm going to want blue and red, so let's do FF33 FF. A little more blue in there. Or maybe like a little more red in relation to the blue, so. No, right, FF. 5, 5. Close enough, 52. I hope I'm getting points when I get over 50. What happens if I get 0? Alright, so try CC. 1, 1 CC. Okay, I'm clearly no good at this, but this is neat. I'm owing people money here. This is really cool for a cool interpretation of the theme too. I like the twist on the theme, being about hair roots. You know, I think this could be you could develop this into a very nice learning tool for people, and like a thing that people could like challenge each other on. You know, artists and stuff like that. Very neat. Alright,
Yes, that makes sense.
Heart this game. And then turn Marcus's game down. Play some Frolicle. Gives this game a heart also. Man, the Global Game Jam site is so slow to react to everything. It's just the slowest thing ever. This one's got a version 2, so I wonder if they updated it since the jam, like I did mine. Ah, a volume slider, that's very nice. Does it work though? Doesn't seem to work. Or maybe it works after you go into the game. Let's go here into the volume mixer. Where's Frolicle? Turn Frolicle way down so it's not overpowering. Okay. So, Frolicle. Here we go. We're going to read the thing. Game where you and your friends help to ease the world's baldness epidemic by planting hair roots for clients that come into the clinic. Race your friends by placing hair roots on your client's head in a strategy to block them out if possible, but be careful. So actually, maybe what I should do, what I should be doing is trying this. Let's try this with as 2 players. Let me close out all this stuff here. So we'll try this with as 2 players. I will play as both players, right? Alright. Alright, how to play. WASD to move, Q and E to rotate, swap is C, place is space. Don't place enough hair and follicles before time out. Place enough hair follicles before time runs out. Okay. So let's learn to play as a single player. We'll do blue. Alright. We get our piece. So we move around. Alright, so place there. Seems like these are aligned to a grid, so it'd be nice if the movement here snapped to a grid. I'm just gonna try just spamming and see if that works. No perfectly straight Tetramino though, so maybe that's the challenge of this. Because like sometimes also, there we go, perfectly straight one. Use it where we can use it well. No mouse, so I don't know why I'm holding the mouse. Let's just... Okay, so they're not actually perfectly grid aligned. It's just checking the space. Love how that breaks into several pieces in the end. Alright, I won. Better one wins. Still don't understand what the yellow thing. Here's the team. Very nice job. Obert and Marie got a little unlucky here. Their names are a little harder to read. Oh wait, closes. Okay, we're gonna reopen. Let's continue to try and figure out how to play. So here's what we're gonna try and do here. We're just gonna spam. Got that yellow. I'm probably an example of like the worst type of player because I'm just trying to cheese it right now. But I just want to see what happens. So now I think the strategy of rotating is going to come in because I filled up too much here. To rotate, maybe go this way or in here maybe. Oh wait, hold on. There's a lighter green in the middle.
That one.
I certainly filled up the board. Not sure how well I did on the score. I love this like dude up here with the platform shoes and the glasses and Vital Mix. I assume that's like maybe a hair regrowth thing. This is I could totally see this being like a stream game kind of game where people, you know, where streamers play it and scream and go ah with their friends. Let's see here. Let's go back to how to play real quick. And then let's try one more time single player. Do green this time. And I just want to see because parts of this light up when that yellow one. So what happens when I get rid of the yellow? Ah crap, I screwed myself a little bit there. Alright, so if I put that on top of that, what happens? Can't do anything about that.
Ah, I got caught in my own fucking bear trap. I jumped the wrong time.
Again, that's my brother playing Dark and Darker.
Damn it.
So.
Oops.
Alright. Maybe it'll become more clear what
Also, I
I'm
couldn't see shit.
supposed to be doing.
Need a better
Hold on, let's go here for a second. We're done. Maybe it'll become a little more clear what I'm supposed to be doing if I do the multiplayer. So we'll do player 1 green, player 2 blue. Alright, so player 1 is green. Oh, I can actually rotate these with the mouse. I don't understand how blue player is supposed to move though. The texture on this, how much it looks like skin, is kind of creepy to me. Yeah, this is a very neat idea. I'm just not 100% sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Or like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but like, I can't tell how well I did in any given round exactly. Still not 100% sure what this yellow thing is. My only suggestion would be, yeah, you probably just need a little bit more robust of a tutorial, and I would suggest making it grid-based if it's gonna and snap to the grid if it's gonna be about filling up this space. If it's a spatial thing, you know, you could even do like a turn-based thing where like one player puts something down, then the next player puts the next color, and then the next player puts the next one. And it's not so much about time, but just about blocking off your opponent, like sort of like a combination of Tetris and Go, if that makes sense. Very promising, very cool. Alright, does this one have sound? Weird, it's asking me for network stuff. Alright, this one doesn't have music, so we're gonna add our own music. Maybe. Nah, it's too loud. That's okay. Alright. So this whole wall of text is very interesting, and we read it on the stream. It sets up for the lore of the game. I'm not gonna read through the whole thing, but it's sort of like a funny, you know, space corn thing about space corn, something you see on like Rick and Morty, or like maybe a little silly, you know, Saturday morning cartoon type thing, like Bucky O'Hare or something like that. Anyway, I'm not gonna read through the whole thing, but I will play the game. Alright, so it is a hex-based thing where, you know, I've got these little bubbles of air and I have to go out and collect these seeds. Everyone seemed to want to go up to start the game, although I think when Kanan went up, he fell off the edge of the map, and I do want to fall off the edge of the map and go to hell, but I want to try going down. So plant on the gold tile. So I'm gonna guess mouse is gonna plant right on. And now we have another plant worth of oxygen. We can get this seed. Can I plant on this tile? I cannot. Can I plant side of here? I cannot. This game looks real nice wherever shader is being used. The gold tile. Am I still? I'm guessing it has to connect to one of these. So we're gonna go here. No, or maybe it has to be on one of these. But that didn't seem to expand the green tile, so I'm not sure. Okay, now it's expanding. It just takes some time, maybe. But yeah, I love this bubble effect, whatever shader or whatever you guys use to do that. Very nice looking. Very nice looking game in general. It reminds me of like Astroneer meets like a hex-based strategy game kind of thing. Alright, I need to go get myself another seed. Can we walk past these rocks? We cannot. I can get our oxygen quick. And then see if we can maybe make it up here. Is there a run button? I feel like there... Hold on. Actually, escape reset. So I don't see instructions. I thought I remembered somebody saying there was a way to run. That doesn't seem to be the case. Hold on, we're gonna turn this down. Alright, this time we got one over here, which is interesting. Can we plant over there? God, this is still so loud over here. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna turn this all the way down. Oh no, wait, that is this game, I was gonna say. Good, okay, so it does have sound. Thought that was my brother's stream being open. Anyhow. So I feel like I lucked out a little bit this time in that I got some over here. To get around that, I'd have to go kind of far. So it's just growing over time. Patience is a virtue in this game. Okay, and I got another seed popping up over there. So there we go. Patience is a virtue. We've grown out a little bit, even more growing out. Perfect. I'd be interested to see what the algorithm is for growing these. All the models look nice too. You could probably make this a procedurally generated thing, honestly, too, with the hex-based nature of it. Everyone did go up. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to go down and around. So we're gonna build. But we do want to give ourselves some options, actually, to get more fuel. So actually, I think here's the way to go. Does it matter which way I'm facing when I do it? That maybe, because I was facing this way and we had some tiles go out that way that time. So we're gonna run and get this seed and we're gonna test that theory. So if I wanted to go up, I mean there's a rock there, so I'm not sure if those block it. So we're gonna test
Damn.
that theory coming this
Too many
way.
people.
Maybe, actually we're gonna go here because this is a little further right. So we're gonna go this and we're gonna, so where I'm facing depends on my mouse. If we put here, will it grow out this way? Seems like it might. Seems like it might. Grab the seed. Why can't I pick the seed up? Okay, there we go.
See that guy too, show me. It's far away.
Alright, so that would grow right if that follows those rules. Nothing growing. Maybe if we put them too close together, they don't grow at all. And it's more about like maneuvering around all the rocks and stuff, so that the roots have the most space. Can I get this? Give it to me. I want it. Oh, I'm dying out here. So we got some space going this way. Certainly got some space going this way, and it's outside of our oxygen zone. So let's face up. But let's go back get oxygen first. Actually, let's face this way, plant here. Is it gonna expand? It's doesn't seem to want to expand from there. Maybe that's just too close to the rocks and stuff, like I was saying before. So like maybe that's got a lot of rocks. That's got a lot of rocks. Maybe over here is a good place, right? Okay, we got growth. Yeah, we got growth. So it does seem to be like picks a spot and then it expands at least one out from that spot. Lots of rocks here though. Ton of stuff up here, so let's try and build up. Alright, let's try facing inward this time and see if my theory holds true about which way I'm facing. No, definitely not. All in my head. Or wait, is it where I'm walking on it after I place it that determines where it goes? Like if I walk here, maybe not. Either way, I know where I'm going next, right here. It's kind of like weirdly addictive, this whole thing. Which is never bad for a game. Just look at Vampire Survivors. It's basically a slot machine. So yeah, I don't know. It feels like maybe this is just superstitious behavior. Feels like when I'm walking around this stuff, more stuff's happening. So let's put one here. It doesn't seem like that's the good spot to do it, right? But it's got more space, so we'll test the theory of like. Actually, do all the little tiles have the same pattern of dirt on them? Yes, they do. So this one should have the most space, right? We'll try walking on these ones. Yeah, it seems like it has something to do with where I am. I feel like I discovered something. Alright. Definitely here, right? Nice, okay. Now we got here, and we'll walk up here. Be like, hey, grow this way, tree. Grow this way. Maybe that's not really how it's working, but... I do think it is more to do with like how many open spaces are around it. Alright, so have we wasted our seeds by planting here because
Oh, just keep
it's too
getting
crowded?
caught in bad situations. Just- Oh,
Yeah, so I think that was maybe a bad decision to go there strategically. So let's maybe... A run button would be nice. I would very much appreciate it. Oh wait, are these dropping seeds in here too? Cause I keep feeling like I'm getting them out of nowhere. So I think there's a chance these plants are dropping seeds as well. In which case I don't nearly have to be as careful as I'm being. It's also nice that I can walk slightly outside of the green zone. So that the green tiles really just represent root spots. So this one doesn't have a ton of, okay. Yes, they are dropping more, for sure, okay. This one's got a lot of spots, so it should be growing out, right? And then we're gonna try and go up here without blocking my... There's an interesting element of like blocking yourself in, which I am doing a little bit. We one there. So I'm not gonna walk around that and just see if it's any less or more likely to grow. Not any less or more likely. I am behaving superstitiously. Can make an interesting game around instilling superstitious behavior in the character by hiding systems. This game is kind of inspiring me to try that idea. Also, want to try and walk off the edge of the world. So we're gonna go, okay, we're gonna go. Let's grow here to see if or here actually, to see if the number of green spaces near it, around the planting spot, has anything to do. So maybe you want to plant them all like kind of in a checkerboard pattern.
Being a solo is hard.
It kind of blocks me, and if I plant there, but whatever. There we go. That one should have a lot of open space. Time is definitely on my side. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Here we go. I think it's just random. It's just like the roots kind of randomly grow, and they can only intersect with a certain number of things. All right, can't go all the way down because we're already sort of going right, but we're gonna see what happens if we grow out more to the right. Oh, I've blocked myself though. Now to get those, I have to go around. That was a bad move. Okay. There definitely is a strategy to it. I really would love a game about just like planting plants and you not really knowing what they do, and like having the systems be hidden and sort of like, yeah, instilling superstitious behavior in the player. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone try that. So let's plant this, get that one before the tree grows on top of it. Then we have that other one. Okay, so there, I'm guessing as the boy's looking here, is at a certain point. So yes, I do think you want a sort of a checkerboard pattern is the goal here. I'm guessing you can't go too much further down. I have colonized the shit out of this planet. My cup runneth over, honestly, so let's just, without blocking ourselves in, just sort of go wild with the planting. Alright, we're not blocked in here. Can't get that one. Alright, play it safe. Go back. Play it safe. Don't waste your colony. Alright, this will block me out, so I don't want to plant there. I've blocked myself from here. So what we're gonna do is build a bridge between my two areas here. And I don't really even need to. I have plenty of space to go, right? This block us out? No. Feeling like up is the way to go. It seems blocked off on that side. over there because there's rocks. Can't get these because they're all in the rocks. Right, unless I come from the top maybe. Can I get air right here? Yes, alright, I have a little teeny spot. It would feel so good if I could plant anywhere and just use this cheeky spot. Has my luck run out? Might have to try a different approach. I have so much land colonized. Yeah, it seems like this is the bottom of the map, so yeah, I want to be going up. Plenty of open space over here, so let's continue doing the checkerboard thing over here. And we can make it around this corner. Just sometimes the luck works such that it doesn't, you know, there's not much space to utilize. This planting there kind of screwed me. So if I plant here, I'm totally blocked. I know you can't hold two, so I'm trying not to waste my resources here. Come on, grow this way. I want to get around this corner. I'm guessing this is the only way to go. Maybe it's where I'm standing when I plant it that it grows towards. If that grows up, no, it didn't grow up. Okay. I don't understand. More open spots up here. Oh yeah, I just blocked myself in again. Crap. Didn't mean to grab those. I don't want to waste them. Not that it matters, it's space that's my problem right now, not, shit. Not really. Gotta hope. Hope. I think I might need a restart. Let's restart. Let's actually just keep restarting to see if this is always random. Does this always grow down first, is the question. Yes. Could be luck. Let's try one more time. Yes, it always grows the same way at first. Maybe we want to plant them sort of like in. It's weird the sound stopped. Alright, let's grab this guy. And then try and do this way. We can make here by 50. This is gonna be close. Whatever, it's early though. Made it. Alright, so two next to each other. Seem to cause a lot of growth. Not so much this time though.
Did it. Trick.
Nice. Alright, I can't get that one. Can probably get this one, right? Or maybe it's something like you want it to be perfectly in line with the others. So like these are perfectly in alignment from each other. That one to that one.
Oh shit. I
You
didn't
can only
really
see
get
the algorithm
oh.
for how the planting goes. I could develop an optimal strategy. Just trying to head up. Ah, fuck, I missed it, but I gotta go back. I should be able to make this. Alright, so perfectly in line with this. Be
God
here.
damn it. I always do that. I need to
Or
take
no,
that
it wouldn't. Crap.
spell off. Let's do that. Oh, I don't want that to be set.
Alright. Alright. We do there, and then we have... Oh, no, wait, this was not the game where Kanan fell off the world, is it? I'm thinking of a different game. I would like to be able to beat this game. This is probably going to be my last run. I'm trying to go up. That seems to be where the game is trying to get me to go. Yeah, see, that one grew a ton. I don't know if I'm making it back. Fuck. Alright, one more try. Wish I knew which direction the gold tile was in at least. Oh, the game seems to have froze. Alright, last try. Alright, it grew differently that time. Is it because of how I behaved? Where I was standing or something? Or is it just straight up luck? It might just be straight up. You get the luck or you don't. Sounds back. I mean, that one went up and I was facing up. Alright, so let's be facing up. And then it does grow that way. Okay, it goes the way I'm facing, it looks like. That must be the way it works. Give your puffer mama. No, I'll come get it. Just, do you have it down here? I don't know how loud these footsteps are too. I should probably turn them down in the mixer. We just need to get the seeds. Before it looked like they were dropping them. Maybe planting them next to each other makes them drop or something. Nope, no, I can't get that. May have stretched myself too thin. Alright, we're gonna restart. Alright, so this time we're gonna go. Okay, lots of growth there for some reason. I'm gonna try going through this path maybe this time. Maybe no, this one. Right, because
Ooh, another successful extraction.
I don't get it. Don't get why. Hitting buttons, seeing if maybe I can get these out of the rocks. I can't. Alright. No, I keep saying this, but one more. It's gotta be. Oh, the seeds are random too. Where they appear, because there was a seed there every other time. So does it just always place a seed somewhat within reach and you have to... But like... Yeah, I don't... There's nothing I could reach here. Currently. I'm gonna guess they just didn't get the algorithm in to like... make it always beatable. I don't know if my game's beatable, so that's fine. Very neat game. Oh wait, so one just appeared. Maybe it's just about patience and not blocking yourself in, right? Alright, so if I just stand here when I plant. gonna be a close one. Oh, okay. Alright, gonna call it there. Neat game, like the hex-based thing. You know, you just need to make it a little more clear where the, you know, what the roots, what the rules of the roots are. If it's random, that's totally fine. But takes a little bit of agency away from the player, and you have to really tune the algorithm of where they appear and stuff. If it's just about where you plant them and getting around stuff and patience, but there should always be a seed you can reach, right? It seems like that's not always the case. But looks nice. Totally could be a game that you did for procedural generation. Very addictive in principle. Like it feels good to have the whole map covered in those air bubbles. All right. Root Access I already played. It is a multiplayer game, which is crazy. For a game jam like this. What's up? Okay. So yeah, kind of insane that you guys made a multiplayer game for a 48-hour game jam. Very ambitious. Played a little bit of it with Kanan already. Let's turn the volume down a little bit. I thought I already did. So I guess Windows only remembers that until the next time you close your computer. Alright. I'm gonna host. Can I even get into the game just hosting and playing with one person? Maybe not. Kanan was probably doing something. But I'll, you know, it's a first-person shooter. You go in and kill monsters and each other and try to extract with their stuff. So it's sort of like an extraction game. Can I get out of this box actually? Nah. What if I'm on top of this? Extraction games are awesome, Tarkov and the like. So it's sort of like an arena-based version of one of those. My only comment, so I don't have much to say that I didn't say already, but like, there's lots of enemies, they drop lots of stuff. I think it would be kind of neater if there were fewer enemies, and you know, they were a little not bullet spongier. I hate bullet spongy, but you know, if the interesting part of this game, right, is you're fighting over killing that monster and collecting the things. It's like a good example of a game that does this real well is Hunt Showdown. Granted, that has a huge map and, you know, 12 players and whatnot. I think Kanan said this one breaks at 8, but like you could do a miniature version of that, right? Like a slightly bigger map, an area where the boss is, and you're all sort of trying to sneak in, kill the boss, take their thing, and leave to get a point. While also having the players be able to kill you. Also, it does turn into less of an arena-based thing then, and more like a infiltration heist sneaky thing, but I think that would be really neat. Don't have much else to say about it right now. Very ambitious. I love the aesthetic of being like this Tron thing. Very, very cool. Root Beer Raiders. Oh, whoops. That's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Let's set it up. so down a bit. Alright, so this was the one that we sort of talked about in the, wait, does this have controller? Yes, it does, so let's play with the controller. This is about a mafia of squirrels, or of chipmunks, you're a squirrel, who have stolen your root beer? I forget, let's read the description. A nefarious gang of ne'er-do-well chipmunks have stolen your precious bottle of root beer. Blast through them to get your beloved bottle back. So sort of a double entendre. We got roots of the tree and the roots of the beer. And this squirrel's roots in a violent gang culture that, you know, can't escape it. Going back to his roots. Alright. So I didn't realize this while watching, but you can actually just walk past the barrels. The boxes I think you have to jump over. So you can do, the coolest thing about this game, everyone said it is, so there's that guy down there, boom. Oh, does it not reach him? There we go. That's hitting him, right? Or is it just barely not? Yes, there, now we're seeing his health bar. That is a satisfying thing. I think if you zoomed the camera out a little bit and maybe made the models a little bit bigger. And also, the main thing I was thinking while watching this before is like, if you made this into a full game, it would be cool if like there was like sort of like this corkscrew style always, but there were different tracks that you could jump onto. So like maybe there's a branch with one on it and then you jump out to that, or there's like one on the outside, because like right now there's only the one track that's presented very interestingly, but I'm always sort of on this track, right? So like I always know that if I shoot this way, it'll go around and hit that guy, which is a good thing, but also it could be interesting if I had to be like, okay, what track do I have to be on to shoot this guy now? So jump to that one, and then jump to that one and shoot this guy. And they're respawning, so I have to go here and do this sort of timing-based thing. That would be neat. Oh, shit. So my bullets kill their bullets. Okay, I've lured them past the box. So this should hit them. Getting around the corner here. Let them shoot one more time. I want to see. I killed them. Still want to see if my bullets collide with their bullets. Okay, they don't. They just happen to explode at the same time that one time. Feels good too. Yes, very Crash Bandicoot-y, but with a super unique. Missed some guys here, so let's go back and take care of these chumps. But like, yeah, if there was like another track on this branch where I could jump onto it and the camera perspective switches to corkscrew around that one, could be disorienting, but I think are they fighting each other? Oh man, they are not, but looked for a second like they were. Getting close to the bottom here. Another thing is like I'm kind of always safe as long as I'm around the corner, so like if you did the different tracks thing and jumping onto different tracks, you could have a totally circular one where you could accidentally shoot yourself. That would be a nice, interesting, like, twist on it. Also, the models look awesome, and man, I know they said they rigged this with the Mixamo auto rigger, but man, it looks so good. I win! Celebrate with the trees. Bum bum bum. Bum, 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 bum. Very cool. This bottle is glowing. It's got fairy dust in it. Alright, that's Root Beer Raiders by this team. Shooting. We'll do the executable. I know I spent a lot of time playing, what was it? Not Frolical. Oh, the one that didn't. Orchard Odyssey, that's the one. I spent a lot of time on that. I really wanted to be able to beat it, but I do think it's just a patience thing. I could. Maybe I'll go back. Give everyone a heart, because everyone deserves it. Okay. Made an Unreal. They did show a cool thing. So I already know this game. You know, there's no hit detection on the bad guys, so it's really just a more of a proof of concept of like an art style and a game that could have been. I mean, there is hit detection, but they don't die. They're invincible. They're my invincible gang of Viking friends who every once in a while will just like find a shiny coin on the ground and be like, "Oh wait, oh look a bird." I'm a parsnip. So these are all capsules with 8 directional, except for the gun seems to be 4 directional. But everyone else is an 8 directional sprite, or maybe just the Vikings do actually. No, the player does too. And it has this really neat art style that it is my favorite. Oh, I'm trapped. There is collision detection. I am trapped. Oh boy. I guess I've lost. But I'll also get the high score because the only measure of score is how many times you can see the word hit on the screen. I think I'm up to about 30. I'm off the screen. I'm infinite. Okay, let's restart. Well, this just launched 2 instances. 2 instances. Okay. This is the coolest looking game in the jam, if you ask me. Art style wise, it's really neat. It is clearly still 3D because I'm falling now into an abyss. Now I'm in the dark zone. I was saying before, you should have pretended to not finish the game, and then down here the real game starts. Like Frog Fractions, except with a parsnip. But yeah, this is really neat how you achieve this with this art style. Character's cute. Do a game. It's weird because he's a cowboy and they're Vikings. So like, are you a time traveling parsnip? So what's shooting out of these? Looks like rocks. Anyway, not much to say. But for 48 hours, still very impressive. Alright, and last but not least, Twisted Roots. This one also did not get finished. Also a bit ambitious with the whole story and dialogue system. Can I have a puffer again? I'm sorry. Alright. I'm Sarah on this purple cube. My name is Sarah.
Ooh.
Sure, that's my brother playing this. Make sure my thing's off so he's not hearing me constantly talking while he's trying to play Dark and Darker. I can press E to talk. There's my mom. This is what she looks like. I'll just pretend that's... you could have done some billboarding and just like billboarded on top of these cubes. This cute art here. Oh, I thought I was... Okay. Will, welcome home. How was school? It's Willow, Mom. Willow. I'm not even that different. Please use that. I thought the main character's name was Sarah. But... yeah, I'm right. Right, sorry. I'm just awful. Willow. How was school, Willow? Whatever, it's been good. A lot better than here. Mom seems to be trying. Let's say whatever, it's been good. whatever, it's been good. I think that's all I could say for now, but presumably had I chose a different option, it would open up different options to me, right? And I'd be able to they were gonna do like a ooh, walking through the walls here. Looking, oh, that's nice. There's a door somewhere. I saw someone else get into another area. Not sure how to get there. But the plan was like a Hades style, what? Okay. Like a Hades style dialogue thing where it was semi-random, which is a really, really neat idea. Not sure how I get to that other area though. Do I talk to Mom again? Oh, E also teleports me. We're gonna restart and maybe try the other dialogue option because just maybe that's what I had to say to progress. A lot better than here. Okay. Maybe it's just a straight button press to get to the next scene because they haven't implemented triggers to put you in the next scene yet. Which is a shame that I can't find the music's nice. But and also the next scene was a very dark, kind of spooky scene. Trying to find my way there if I can somehow. Just pressing buttons hoping for the right debug key. Interact here, interact. Alright, well I can't seem to interact with much right now. Just gonna try walking down for a long time. The function keys maybe? Go back one more time to the page and see. There's maybe a post-jam version? I don't see one. But yeah, so the one advantage of having it be a game like this be point and click adventure, right, is type of impatient person like I can be might really appreciate the ability to just warp around the scene. And I haven't really seen a lot of 3D point and click adventure games like that. Like the only one ever that's coming to mind is Monkey Island 4. And it works for that. And if because they built a very nice world, and if your plan is to build like a very nice atmospheric world, or Grim Fandango, that's one too. Like a Grim Fandango-ish thing could be cool. So that works for that, but it might actually be interesting to do like I feel like for horror and atmosphere and cosmic horror kind of stuff, first person really puts you like it's more immersive. Either could work, right? It really depends on whether you want to prioritize like cinematic nature of things of like look everything's set up to be perfectly looking this way from this angle, right? That's better probably in the third person. The first person gives the player more ability to look at stuff from different angles, so you know everything has to look good from every angle, but it's also more immersive. um, I love the idea of the Hades dialogue system. That was like an innovation that that game made to the roguelike formula, right? This whole like a non-persistent game with a persistent story, or maybe not persistent's not the right word, but like um, you know, a roguelike with a story, with a persistent story. Like how do you get around that? Was an interesting way to solve that. In a game like this, I think that type of thing could be used to good effect if the player has something to do. If it's not just a like if it's a straight point and click adventure game, it could feel a bit like a chore, like not like a chore, but the player may eventually just be like, okay, I know in a normal point and click adventure game, when you go up to someone and talk to someone, you know what you're holding in your inventory or whatever, like the flags that you've set, the way you've interacted with the world, will always say cause this NPC to talk in this way, and will progress the story. But if it's semi-random and there's no other element to it than point and click adventure, then players may just be like, I'm just gonna run around talking to everyone compulsively. At least that's what I might do. Um, that's maybe more of a problem with me than with the idea of using that type of dialogue system. But something to consider, right? Like, I feel like Hades, you die, you go back to the not the town, but essentially the town, right? You go back to hell with your dad and your god friends, and you chat with them, and then you go back out on a mission, and then you die and you go back there again. So like you're forced back there, so you just sort of like roll the dice, talk to him once each time. But so like I feel like if it was like it would be really cool if it was a horror game with a clockwork world where people are doing stuff, the NPCs are doing stuff each day, different stuff each day, and you talk to them at different times, and it has that random element to them, and you're figuring out how to spend your days, not on like Pentiment or one of those things. So like it'd be really cool to combine something like that type of dialogue system with something like you know Pentiment, or like the your choices matter kind of game. And I think that's what you're aiming to do here. So you could consider that. Um, Very cool idea. Love to see more. And that's the last of the Global Game Jam games that I'm gonna play. I'm gonna take break next fest. Boom.